So, I've been thinking about this a lot lately and wondering why more people don't do things that are, more innovative or different or sort of pursue their dreams, all that kind of stuff that you might hear about. And a lot of it comes down to the simple fact that we're scared. We don't want to do different things. We think that other people are going to make fun of us. We might be actually physically scared of the thing that we're doing, but a huge part of it is that we're just simply scared, and then we come up with all sorts of really fun excuses and all sorts of fun things to razz on other people, or if somebody else is pursuing something, we like to cut them down, right? So that's sort what I heard that's in New Zealand, they call it the tall poppy syndrome, where they cut down the tallest poppy because they're trying to actually do something. So I want to talk about that. So if you don't know me, I am Professor Dave Massack. I'm Associate Professor of Innovation Strategy and Entrepreneurship, and I created this whole reciprocity project to give back as much as I possibly can. There's so many people that help me out that I want to pay the favor for it to help you out. It strikes me as really funny because there is so much, people really there is a lot of discussion about innovation, entrepreneurship, doing things that are innovative or whatever you might call it. And then when we come to do it, most of us will never do it, right? We might think, oh yeah, I might actually do this thing. And then you go and you sort of think about it and you're like, nah, I would never do that. And often it comes down to what people are going to think of you, that you think that you don't have enough resources to do this stuff, that, there's and so many different excuses and different sort of rationalizations that people give. But, the ultimate rationale and thing that we often can default to is that you're scared. And that's a really important, profound thing to think about, right? It doesn't take much to do things. You might think that it might take an enormous amount of resources and effort to do things that you're just finding interesting. But, most people can find a little bit of time throughout the day to do something that will, help them out or sort of pursue their particular thing over the long run. But they're never going to do it. They're going to sort of think about other things. I mean, even if you were the most, that you have the most amount of responsibility and you're being pulled in all sorts of different directions, you could always find something that is unique and different, that is your thing, right? Whatever that thing looks like, from somebody that is really struggling in this world financially to the top CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. It often is that people are just simply afraid of what people are going to say or what they're going to do, and reactions and all those things. And getting over that is actually the battle with it, and getting over it and realizing, man, it's tougher than you think, be able to do things that are different, that sort of go outside of the norms. And there's this, idea that so you might do something innovative, right? You might be sort of an entrepreneur in a certain area, and you do really good with it. And all of a sudden, after 20 years or 30 years, you're pigeonholed as that person that does that thing. And you don't want to go out of that particular thing because that's a risk. And that is the challenge. That's the fundamental challenge that we face, is the fact that, every organization, every person faces this. At what point should we do something that's unique, that's different, that very well, it will be, actually not very well, it will be ostracized, you will be made fun of, people will laugh at you, you will feel bad, all of those things. At what point do you choose to do that? Because it's a different walk of life. It's a different way of doing it. I'd sort of, tongue-in-cheek get you to wear, if you're a man, wear a ponytail in your hair for a day. See what happens and how that feels. Do something that's weird. that is, if you have a ponytail, please excuse it, but, do something that is outside of the ordinary for you, and what it actually means for you. If you're, if you sort of self-identify as a woman, then do something that is completely different. Like, wear a black, heavy metal t-shirt one day and see what happens. You need to sort of do these things, or think about what that actually means to you and how much you're actually wedded to these things. And I find it hard, right? I'm probably more conformist than I would love. But, I sort of struggle in terms of finding what is the right battle or right balance. It's not battle, balance of, being a conformist or being a nonconformist. I think that is the real struggle that we face. And that is the really important thing that we should question ourselves with this. So if you want to do something that's innovative, don't worry about what other people are going to say and do. It is what it is. You gotta do it. It's scary, and I'm gonna tell you this. It's scary, and you don't want to do it, but you do it anyways. All right, take care, and have a wonderful day.